Hello, my name is Turner Howard, and I'm an attorney in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'd like to talk to you about 3 car crash cases in which we used our skill, power, and resources to get each one of these clients large settlements for them. And one of them involved a rear ender on the interstate. He was one of several people in a line of cars that was hit from the rear and then pushed into a car in front of him. He didn't have that major in injuries, and they had no surgery, and yet we were able to settle a case for well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have another case recently where a young family was traveling from Tennessee back to Louisiana, where they were from, and a farmer pulled out in front of them in rural Tennessee, and they could not stop. The farmer failed to yield, and these people struck the car, and as a result of that, 4 children in the car were seriously injured. The mother was killed, and the driver was also injured, the father. The 4 children became our clients, and through a long process of a great deal of working with the attorneys involved through depositions and that type of thing, we got all 4 children, 2 of whom had serious surgeries, a very, very large settlement in this matter. And then there's another matter here recently. We just settled within the last week of a man who was pumping air in the tire of a car that was in a truck stop in a perfectly legitimate place. A semi-trailer truck pulls up next to him, does not see him, and runs over his leg, crushing his leg, and drives off. And of course, this poor old man, who is in a lot of pain, did not get the license plate number or anything of that nature. He just remembered it was a certain make of truck, and that was all. Well, our staff went to work on finding out exactly who owned the truck and when it was bought, and that type of thing, through calling around, through the internet, and through a great deal of research and a great deal of work, found out who it was. We pinned them down. They finally had to admit that they were the ones who ran over our poor client, and we just settled that case last week for a very, very large sum of money.